It makes me feel sad because I have arthritis. My knees, my feet, my ankles, my hips, my fingers, my elbows, my back, and my wrists. My arthritis makes my heart feel like it's on fire.
Tucker was 2 years old when we got the diagnosis of systemic juvenile idiopathic arthritis. It was a shock.
Yes.
I remember driving home from the doctor's office and just looking at each other going, kids don't get arthritis, this is wrong.
This is wrong. We got to keep going different places and trying different things and try to find the solution. As soon as we started talking to the doctors and they explained it on a kid's level, and he really took hold of it and grasped, and he understood what was going on.
He always heard the doctors, and we always say, you know, he has arthritis, he has arthritis. Well, a 2-year-old, he's listening. Tucker listens, and he knew something was wrong, but he just kept hearing, we have monstritis. So he would go up and be like, I have monstritis. I have monstritis, and that's all that he could grasp of the arthritis.
Take that, monstritis! Ooh, dun, 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 boom. I was born to be a superhero.
Tucker Bowe, when he first got diagnosed, he loved Batman. Batman became his coping mechanism as well, as Batman's going to help him fight arthritis. Batman is strong, Tucker Bowe will be strong.
I think he internalized it as Batman was strong, so Tucker was going to be Batman and also be strong.
When I was a little baby, I could not eat anything because my arthritis was inside my stomach. Now I have my stem cells, I love food.
Tucker Bowe being the first child to receive stem cell therapy in the United States didn't bother us.
No.
He was the first child to receive the current medication that he's on right now in the United States.
We wanted to be able to look at Tucker down the road in the face and be able to tell him that, you know, we tried every avenue for you. We looked at every possibility to try to find a cure for you and help and make your life as good as it can be.
I really love my brother and I love taking care of him. Preston, he's a good brother. He plays with me. He plays soccer with me sometimes. Sometimes he jumps with me. Sometimes he plays on the iPad with me on Minecraft.
I really love playing with my brother, but there's sometimes when it's really hard to play with him. For instance, playing with Legos or riding our bikes.
Sometimes we ride our bikes together and he just can't catch up with us sometimes. When I ride my bike, I have to stop and sit on the sidewalk. Sometimes I walk sometimes. And sometimes my mama comes picks me up from my bike and puts me inside her car.
Mommy, you don't know what it's like to have arthritis. Mommy, you don't know what monstritis does to my joints. You will never know what monstritis feels like. And then the next sentence is, can I just call Sarah?
Once you identify another person with this disease, you immediately feel a connection with them. It's like an unbreakable bond that it's an immediate connection that you have.
When I see Sarah sick, I feel bad for her because she has juvenile stomach arthritis just like me, but she's sick and she has to have a cord connected to her.
Tucker Bowe
Understands
where he's headed.
Yes.
And understands the life that Sarah leads. Tucker Bowe understands that there's other children like Sarah that hurt. Tucker Bowe looks at her and loves her for who she is, for Sarah, and not the disease. And so he understands the path that is laid before him right now.
We both participated and raised money for the Walk to Cure Arthritis. We both weren't well enough to actually walk, but I used a wheelchair and he was in his stroller, but we did it together.
Todd and I became involved with the Arthritis Foundation volunteering
in Midland.
In Midland in years back when Tucker was first diagnosed. And it was just a foundation that was true to the heart. We understand the mission. We understand their moral values, and we want to help.
Yeah, so you have to get plugged into some kind of organization to help find a cure if one of your loved ones or yourself is in the situation. I think that has helped us lead to where we are today. Without them, I don't think we'd be where we are.
I'm just really happy to be a part of this for the Arthritis Foundation, and that they've asked me to be their representative. I wouldn't have met the fabulous Tucker Bow, also known as Batman, so we could begin our journey to help others and find a cure, help all the people around the world that suffer from arthritis.
I was invited to the Arthritis Foundation camps when I was younger, and I always wanted to go to them, but I was always too sick to go to them. My mom works for the Arthritis Foundation, and I'm able to volunteer for them and do like computer work. I was last year's youth honoree for the Bone Bash, and I'm passing the torch to Tucker Bow, who's this year's youth honoree for the Bone Bash.
Never give up. There's hope on the horizon. We're raising funds for the Arthritis Foundation for improved medical treatments, and we want to get you well.
Our biggest fear is that we won't have Tucker Bow one day. Our biggest fear is the disease would take him. Without a cure, there is no guarantee.
It's a slow process. It's not a quick process. It's something that takes its toll on your body over time. And eventually it will take what it came for. You have to stand up for what's yours and fight.
I think kids need that and help.